What are they doing? You better leave that older man alone, y'all. Y'all know better. Don't get disrespectful. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host, Lily. And today I will be reacting to Never Let Me Go, the series, episode 2. And if you aren't familiar with the series Never Let Me Go, it is a GMMTV BL series. I have reacted to Never Let Me Go episode 1, and in that reaction I do give a synopsis about what the show is about, so I will link that down below just in case you haven't seen it, and I might link it somewhere in the screen if I can during editing. So what I will do is we will get into the reaction here today, and it's gonna be cool. Okay, so we left off was Nung Dao's father was killed, and then Palm is introduced as his bodyguard, and we basically left off episode 1 him asking Palm to be his friend, and so now we will continue from that point here. So let's get into it. I like the way she described eggs Benedict as breakfast for rich people. I love that Nung Dao is taking it seriously, that he really wants him to be his friend. But I love that they're showing the kind of like the classism that's at play. Even though Nung Dao doesn't really want to acknowledge it, it is very much still there. Okay, so like I'm glad that they're showing how, at least how Palm's father is seeing things, and even a little glimpse into how Palm himself sees things from being in their house. So the way he's seeing it is he doesn't want his son to, like, in a way I guess be indebted to the family further, because he has Nung Dao's mom, Tanya, to thank for getting into the school with Nung Dao, and then he's also staying in the home. And so I guess the way that his dad is thinking is just that they've already done so much. We don't want to like press our luck with them or anything like that, I guess, or we don't want to owe them further than we already owe them. So I guess I kind of get what he means in that regard, but it's an interesting dynamic to see with this here. It's interesting to see it because it's very much classism, and it's just interesting to see how that looks in other countries, because, you know, I'm from the West, and it's a little bit different. It's similar, but it's different. And just seeing how it is, especially in terms of Thailand, that's really interesting to see. Oh, dang. Our boy don't know Mandarin at all, y'all. This boy is always talking ever since the first episode. I feel like he did it. Because how would he be able to take a mental note of everything that's been done against him unless you did it? Or you're behind it. Okay, the nice boy from class is staring at these two. Okay. We know he ain't staring at Nung Dao, so he must got a thing for the class president. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's genius. That's a genius way to remember how to pronounce something, because you could feel it in the vocal cords. What is a nice guy from the Mandarin class doing in this man's house? Oh, okay, so the dots are connecting, and I'm putting my money on the fact that this man, who I already said in episode 1 I did not like, is old boy's dad. Then that means he's somehow related to Nung Dao, and that means that his father is most likely going to try to use him to take Nung Dao's place and try to take the inheritance from up under Tanya as well. Oh goodness. Ooh, the mess. Okay, now I know his name. His name is Chopper, but why am I thinking of Chopper as in Musafas's dog? And we continue. I just had to share that, but that is the first thing that came to mind. Chopper used up his dog. The gorgeous dog, may I add. So it is not an insult. It is very much a compliment, but that is the first place my mind went. And then, again, we continue. Okay, so why is he putting his inferiority complex on his son? Like, I'm sorry, sir, that no matter what you did, you didn't measure up to your older brother. That's kind of like a personal. And you need to get over it because you've grown with a son. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, that's kind of like he's trying to tell Chopper, oh, it's good that you want to work hard, but no, it'll never be enough. I'm like, that is not how you encourage your kid at all. I'm like, Chopper will most definitely be surpassing his father because his father's mindset is kind of warped. I mean, instead of you trying to prove to your family that you're worthy to have the legacy, why not build your own outside of your family? Especially because you're the youngest son, because it would have to go from Nung Dao's dad to the middle son and then possibly to you if neither of them were able to do it. Like you were not going to be first in line unless you really like either really proved his stuff with his work ethic, which he couldn't do, or something happened to his other two brothers. So it's kind of weird that Chopper's dad doesn't want to like branch out on his own outside of the family, because he could have probably been something if he had to just let go of his own insecurities and his own feelings of inadequacy and really try to do something on his own. He could have created his own legacy. It could have been beautiful. And now look at him out here being bitter and jealous of the literal teenager who will inherit the family's legacy. I mean, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. I'm hoping good things for Chopper in this season, though, because with a dad like that, dang. He is really not winning Father of the Year. He is truly not.
ทุกอาทิตย์ปะใช่ค่ะคือช่วงนี้เนี่ยค่าพละที่โรงเรียนเขาเปลี่ยน
He was buttering her up so he can ask a favor. It's giving peak child energy. Peak. It's peak. Like, every parent knows that. Like, knows the motives. I'm like, okay, that's cute. Nung Dao, I respect it. I respect it. I respect his hustle here.
เปลี่ยนมาเรียนว่ายน้ำช่วงนี้ก็เลยน่าจะได้ใช้สระบ่อยๆผมอยากจะหาครูมาช่วยสอนว่ายน้ำด้วยได้สิหนึ่งเดียวก็จ้างครูมาสอนว่ายน้ำที่บ้านเลยนะแล้วหนึ่งเรียนเนี่ยปางก็ต้องเรียนด้วยใช่ไหมจ๊ะ
He got Paul his cool time, and that's what you do, and that's on friendship.
มึงเป็นตีสนิทกับมันต้องการอะไรจากมันหรือเปล่า
Why do him and Nung have this thing that he wants something from him? Oh, shots have been fired in that dramatic shotgun sound. I'm like, okay. But I find it so incredibly ironic that both Nung and his cousin Chopper both accused him of approaching him for ulterior motives. So he's been disrespected twice by the same bloodline, except he gave Nung the chance to apologize. He did not give Chopper the chance to apologize. He just shot back and said, that's why we ain't close friends no more, and walked off. And dang, I don't know. I'm like, because I consider myself a strong person, but I don't know. I think that would hurt me a little bit, especially if it was a friend that I cared about. I'm like, ooh, like you did not have to go there. Ooh, shots was definitely fired, and I can't say that Ben was wrong in saying that, but dang, I'm like, it didn't even let him apologize. He just walked off. But Chopper didn't make an effort to go after him either. But dang, the way Ben shot that shot, it's hard for the average person to recover.
ลงมาแอบไหว้เนี่ยถ้ากูยิงตายไม่รู้ด้วยนะขอบคุณครับคุณหนึ่งแล้ว
Okay, not Nung acting like he knows how to use a gun, like we didn't see episode 1 when he was missing the target and emptied the whole clip in the process. It's the way Nung be friends sometimes. I'm like, let's be for real, sir. Let's be for real. I would hope in a life or death situation you would be able to take your aim and shoot at the target, but let's not pretend like you was at all hitting any of the targets at the shooting range. Let's not pretend. Let's not front here. We're all friends. Nook is just like me for real, because I'm like, I would rather not do the physical activity myself, but I would love to watch other people do it. Like, soccer, like football, aka soccer in the States. I don't personally like to do it myself, but I love to watch others. I'm like, yes, go ahead, sir. Tennis. I don't do it myself, but I can watch other people do it all day. And it's not just because I'm lazy. It's just because, a ball coming at me at 100 miles per hour in terms of tennis or soccer, that's not my idea of a good time.
ว่าสนใจแต่แม็กกี้
Now you know better, sir.
ผมก็ตั้งใจดูคนหนึ่งอยู่ตลอดนะครับ
Feels like a low-key confession here, but, I'm here for it.
ส่วนนี้ค่ะ
Palm is looking real not happy about Ben right
เคยเห็น
now.
แล้ว
And I'm not sure if it's jealousy or what, but this is not a side of Palm I'm used to. He's usually so calm and reserved.
เขาใหม่
ปกป้องเขาทั้งร่างกายและจิตใจฉันไว้ใจเธอได้ใช่ไหม
Oh, they are asking a lot of Palm right now.
ได้ครับคุณธัญญา
Okay, I know they playing. They try to beat up on Nung now just because he's his daddy's son. I mean, like, in what universe is that okay? That's rude, mad disrespectful, mad crazy. Goodness. Ooh, this was an episode. We learned a lot here. Getting a little bit of more of a glimpse into Nungdao and Palm's relationship and how it might progress in going into episode 3. I really like this episode. I don't know if I completely trust Ben, aka class president, aka Benjamin. However, I want to hope the best of his character. I do know for a fact that Chopper might become a problem due to his crazy father's influence, but as of right now, he's laying low, he's being pretty cool. But I don't know what next episode's gonna bring, but I'm kind of excited about the twists and the turns that might come out. So we will see. We're definitely gonna see. But if you have stayed until the end of this video, thank you so much for tuning in and for watching. And I will be back with the Never Let Me Go's the series episode 3 reaction soon. If you are watching this video from YouTube, don't forget to go to my Patreon, which I will link down below, if you would like to see the full version of this episode here from Never Let Me Go the series, and all uncut and pretty much unedited, really. And again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get a thumbs up here and to subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see y'all in the next reaction. Bye.